Hey there. My name is Adam Aranda, and I am with Downtown 60 Out in Southern California, USA. My GM experience is actually very short. I've only been doing it now for about 7 months, I believe. So I don't have a code name as a GM, but in some online circles, I'm known as Mr. Gore. Well, I don't know about weirdest, but certainly most unique, and it's definitely something that I'm sure very few other GMs can claim. But at least once, I have been hit with a rubber phallus while GMing. I don't know if I have a favorite phrase to say while GMing. There was definitely one thing that I would use while running Jezebel online, um, and that is interesting theory detective. But I think we need more information before we can draw any conclusions. And it's just like a in character, in theme way to tell the people, like, hey, yeah, I appreciate the thought that you're putting into this, but you're putting way too much energy into something that's not going to help you. Well, I've definitely got to have my caffeine to get me through the day. But even more importantly, and I know this is going to sound boring, I've got to have my notepad. I like taking notes. I got to keep my stuff organized. I don't think I have a favorite person or group so far. Everyone has been a lot of fun and unique. And of course, I've only been doing this for a short time, but it is definitely nice to see people coming from Jezebel over to Orion. Uh, definitely fun to see people coming back to enjoy more of that fun experience again. Well, if someone asks me for a hint, I'm really just going to give it to them. I'm not going to try to make them jump through any additional hoops. Uh, my assumption is that they're putting their best effort forth, and if they're coming to me for a clue or any kind of assistance, then that's kind of a signal to me that, hey, we've exhausted every possible solution that we can think of. So, and especially with the clock ticking like that, I'm not going to add any additional like chore or fee or whatever that you need to get that hint. Now, I'm going to try to keep the hint soft or subtle, but of course, that's also going to depend on the group, and that's kind of part of the challenge of being a GM is getting a feel for the group you're working with to know exactly how much of a push that they need if they ask for one. Um, I honestly have not played very many escape rooms myself, and it's not that I don't have an interest. It's just not something that has come up in my planning. But I have done a few. Obviously, I've done the rooms at our location downtown, and my first experience actually was with Murder Co. Uh, in fact, to go ahead and skip ahead and answer that next question, I suppose that would be my favorite. Since I mean, you always remember your first. Am I right? Well, I mean, just being there to share the experience. I know online GMing is a lot different than in person, but actually getting to watch a group working together to figure out things. So seeing who's good at one thing or another, and and especially those that are able to actually take a moment to look at what they're doing or their whatever frustration it is and just have a laugh at it. That's part of the whole escape room experience is to just get away from all this other stuff that's bothering us and just have a little fun and maybe a little bit of a challenge while you're at it too. So when you go into a new room, one that you haven't done already, don't try to apply the same logic that you use in another room. You've got to come into the new experience with new eyes every time. You've got to be willing to learn, and we get so focused on the task at hand that we forget to enjoy some of the little environmental flavor that we have, or even just outright overlook some of the hints that would help you to get to the solution that you're looking for. So just, don't rely on your too much. Don't rely too heavily on your previous experiences. Try to enjoy the new one, the next one, for its own merits, for its own challenge, and for its own entertainment value. I guess that would be what I would like to say. And I guess I would like to also take a moment and thank you, Escape the Rumors, for your consideration, and definitely to all the escape room enthusiasts out there who are still active and still um, looking for entertainment, for supporting us, not just my company, but the industry as a whole. Thank you guys so much for helping us keep active during this time.